From New York City to the nation's oldest city, I'm going to cover the top 3 things that are different about our areas. Now, these are going to be based off my personal experience, and it's going to be some things that I like and some things that I don't. So if you're looking for more information like that, we're about to get after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Thomas with Keller Williams here in St Augustine, Florida. And if you're looking for everything you need to know about eating, working, sleeping, and the top 3 differences of living in New York versus St Augustine, Florida, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead and tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions about our small town here or any differences between New York and St Augustine. Remember, we have videos coming out every single week, so make sure you subscribe so that you stay in the know about everything going on here in St. Augustine. We just had someone reach out to us from our YouTube channel here, and we love it. So if you do have any additional questions, go ahead and reach out to me directly, whether it's a call, a text, or an email. It goes right to my phone, and I'm the guy answering it. And I'd love to be able to help. Now, I have a little bit of a unique story. My parents got divorced when I was young, so I got the best of both worlds, really. I had the New York life, and I also had the beach life down here in St. Augustine. So I've been able to see how St. Augustine's changed and can give you a good comparison, contrast, things I like that I really love about the city and that you don't necessarily get here in St. Augustine. So I've spent a good bit of time in both areas, and I feel that I have a good grasp on all things New York City, all things St. Augustine. So I hope this video gives you a little bit of value and insight into what living in St. Augustine's like. The first thing I wanted to cover is going to be the food here in St. Augustine. If you're moving from New York City, you're really coming from like the food capital of the entire world. All the good food is there. Everyone knows that. You can literally eat every day of the week at a new restaurant. You could eat pretty much every meal at a new restaurant for the rest of your life and probably still go to a new place every single day. It's just how fast and frequent that city moves. There's things popping up all the time, and you have a lot of great options with the food there and a whole bunch of diversity in food. 10 years ago in St. Augustine, there was no diversity in food. It really was just like, hey, we're a seafood town. Come here, get a basket of fried shrimp, get a nice seafood platter. And that's really what this town was based off of. And really, that's what a lot of towns on the coast are about. So we've actually seen an explosion of different things come into our town, from Greek food to Peruvian food, to great steakhouses, and to even like little fine pizza places too. So we've really built like a really great restaurant industry here in St. Augustine. The food service industry is amazing, and I'm excited to go over a couple of different things here that are different about New York and St. Augustine. The one thing I really loved about living in New York City, I myself personally lived in Brooklyn. My family's from Sunset Park, so my favorite thing was actually just going down in the corner store and just getting something to eat. It's quick, it's easy, and it wasn't that expensive. If you wanted to go get a bacon, egg, and cheese, it cost you $4 at the corner store plus a drink. You're out of the door at $5 even. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to just walk down to your corner store and grab a quick sandwich. It's not really like that. It's a lot of chains around here, gas stations. You go grab a hot dog or maybe some nachos. It's very quick and very easy. They do have the Wawas, and they're adding other things like they have a Buc-ee's now where you can get brisket if you wanted to. They got a wall of beef jerky. It's a huge store with 50 gas pumps. So they have a lot of different things here, but no corner store bodega is something that's that quick, convenient, something you can walk to. Most things are going to be a car drive away. The one saving thing, I'll go back to something I really do like here, is we do have really great food with the classic New York food. You're looking for pizza or you're looking for bagels. Down here in St. Augustine, a lot of the bagel shops actually change their water to match the pH of New York water so that our bagels taste similar. There's tons of transplant New Yorkers here in town, me being one of them. My family, a lot of them is from Jersey too. So we have a lot of people from New York, New Jersey, from that area, in this area, and I guarantee if you're watching this video, you probably know someone that already lives down here or within the surrounding area. So either way, that being said, we do have some great bagels here, so rest assured you can still get your bagel and cream cheese at the corner store. My favorite place is called Everything Bagel. It's in town, right off of 312. But you go there, you get a nice everything bagel in the morning, and I like a saltier bagel, and they do it just how I like it. So that's a good place to go. The other thing I wanted to talk about is going to be the pizza here in St. Augustine. Now, I was a fat kid growing up, and I loved pizza, any type, even if it's the Domino's or the Pizza Hut. I like everything. I'm really not that picky. But living in New York, I did become a little bit of a pizza snob, and I look down on certain pizzas these days. So, that being said, St. Augustine has some really, really great options. If you're on St. Augustine Beach, my favorite place to go is right by my grandma's, called Viola's. They make a great pie. I live closer to downtown St. Augustine, and I go to Carmelo's, which is my favorite place to go in the entire town. But that's also because they have a great combination of garlic sticks and mozzarella sticks, and it's closer to me. If not, I probably would be going down to Viola's all the time, because that's by far my favorite so far. Now, they also do have Pizza Time, which is on St. George Street, which is the tourist area. I do like their pie, but just going down there is such a pain in the ass, and you got to use cash, and it's just like, I'd rather just go to Carmelo's. It's just, the pizza's not that much better. But that being said, Pizza Time was rated by TripAdvisor several years ago as having the #2 pizza in the entire United States. So it's not just me saying it, it's an external, verifiable source that says this pizza is really, really good. And I've had it, it is great pizza, but the convenience factor for me kind of weighs in a little bit more. I'd rather just walk in, grab a pie, and go. I don't want to have to, park my car, walk down the street, then go back to my car and find parking at that. Carmelo's is a great other option. Carmelo's actually wins in St. Augustine, the Best of St. Augustine awards. It wins all the time, so that's my go-to. One specific note, if you did get a little hungry and you are going to one of those pizza shops, Pizza Time on St. George Street is cash only, okay? So go prepared. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're getting a little bit of value out of this video and learning a little bit about moving from New York to St. Augustine. If you are, please do me that solid and tap that subscribe button below. Like the video and comment if you have any additional questions about making your move down here from New York. Like I said, we got videos coming out every single week, so make sure you subscribe so you stay in the know about everything going on here in St. Augustine. The next thing I wanted to cover is going to be transportation. So one of the major things that just happened recently, starting in November, St. Augustine Airport, which is probably a one-terminal airport. I've actually never flown out of there, but it just started commercial flights going back and forth to Newark for $129 one way. So that's North St. Augustine, so 10 minutes, 15 minutes from downtown St. Augustine. You can catch a flight and go right back up to Newark, which if you live in the area, then you can get anywhere you need to go in New York City or anywhere in Jersey. So that is a really great benefit. I can't wait to start using that, because then I go up visit my dad in Brooklyn. A lot easier. We can go visit friends in Jersey, so that's great. And they can also come down and visit us here in the beautiful St. Augustine Sunshine State. On top of that, we do also have Jacksonville Airport, which is an international airport, but once again, it's still pretty small. That's about an hour away from us. We have Daytona Airport. That's about an hour away from us as well. And you can catch flights going all over out of there. And then if you're looking for a major airport, Orlando has a huge international airport there you can go to. So the transportation to get around, if you're looking to, travel while you're living here, relocating here to St. Augustine, is actually really, really easy. Aside from that, public transportation is really non-existent here in town. There is, a bus that does transport around town, but it's not as consistent as the schedule is in New York City. It's not on a timetable, you would say. But we do have a little bit of a bus system. Most people here have a car. It's very easy to drive around. If you are driving 40 miles, you're probably driving for 40 minutes. Can you say that in New York City? No, you're probably more likely going like 7 miles. So it's way different driving around here, and everything's a lot more open, and parking is normally planned and required for most businesses before they open. And the walkability, and I touched on that a little bit before when I was talking about going down to your local bodega or corner store. The walkability here is really non-existent. Unless you live in downtown St. Augustine, uptown Lincolnville area, you're really not going to have the ability to walk places. In general, maybe you live close by a coffee shop, you can walk there, but you're not going to be able to walk to everything you need to go to. Downtown St. Augustine, you could definitely do that. Maybe you'd have a tough time getting to a grocery store, but you could get to pretty much anywhere else downtown if you want to go out for a drink or you just want to go out to a restaurant. It's all right down there. The third thing that I wanted to talk about is going to be the cost of living difference between New York City and St. Augustine. Now, of course, there is a definite difference in pay. The median wage here is around $50,000. I'm not sure what it is in New York, but I'm sure it's probably double that or just around there. It's probably like 80 or something like that. Though here the cost of living is so much cheaper. The average sale price in New York City this past year, I just looked it up, $777,000, $910 a square foot. Here in St. Augustine, our average sale price is ranging around $400,000 to $420,000. And most homes are around 2,000 square feet, so let's just say it's between $200 and $300 a square foot, while you're also getting a home with a yard, possibly garage. Where in New York City you're more than likely getting a condo, but it also probably has amenities too, and also you're in New York City, so there is the bonus of that as well. Now, property taxes in New York City are actually lower than St. Augustine. So in New York City, they average around, I think I read 0.88, so 0.9%, is what your property taxes would look like. Here in St. Augustine is going to be 1.22%. If you're coming from, just the general state of New York, the average is 1.69, so it would save you a little bit of money on the property taxes here. The benefit to people living in New York City is that your property is a lot more expensive than ours, so your taxes are still going to be considerably higher than what you'd be paying for here. Also, you do have a St. Johns County tax estimator, so if you are looking in a certain area of St. Johns County, you can find that on the website and then plug in exactly the estimate of how much you think you're going to pay, and that'll give you an estimate of how much your taxes are going to be. Now that varies by area, so you got to make sure that you have the right one input into the website. There is also no state income tax here in Florida. I know it depends on your tax rate up there in New York City or New York State. But there's no income tax here at all, so no state income tax. That's it. There's non-existent. Just doesn't happen here. Now we do also have the homestead exemption here in Florida. New York State probably has something very similar to this, but here in Florida, the homestead exemption is you can qualify for up to $50,000 off your taxable value. So if your home is, let's say it's the actual market value is $400,000, but let's say the taxable value is $350,000. You could qualify for up to $50,000 off that taxable value. So then you would be taxed at $300,000 for your property. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of insight into moving from New York to St. Augustine, then please do me that solid and tap that subscribe button below, like the video, and comment if you have any additional questions that might make your move a little bit easier. Like I said before, we got videos coming out every single week, so make sure you subscribe so you stay in the know about everything going on here in St. Augustine. And we do have people reaching out to us all the time, whether that's a call or a text or an email. It all goes directly to me, so don't be shy. It goes directly to my phone. A simple text message, hey Tom, I saw you on YouTube. I have a couple questions. Send it right out and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. So whether that's a call, a text, or email, I'm here for you.